Hey guys, it's Michael. Have you ever wondered when the very best time is to buy a stock? I mean, every time you make an investment, the whole reason you do it is to make as much money as possible. But is it better to buy a stock in the morning or the afternoon, the summer or the winter, or do either of those even matter in the first place? And the answer to that is, it really depends. It depends on what type of investor you are. It just depends on your personality. If you're a day trader, you have to time the lows and highs of that individual stock for that very day down to the second. And if you're a long-term investor, you just want to get the stock at the lowest price possible because you're going to be holding on to it for years and years and years. So if you were to ask 100 people the question of when is the best time to buy a stock, you're likely to get 100 completely different answers. So it depends on the person. And they'll say, well, some people will say it depends on the company. It depends on the time of year. It depends on the time of day. But in reality, the answer is much, much simpler than that. When looking to invest in the stock market, you have to ask yourself, are you a day trader and you want to take a lot of risk and trade every single day, multiple times a day? Or are you a long-term investor and simply want to make one investment and forget about it for years to come? And once you answer that question of if you're a day trader or a long-term investor, the answer of when is the best time to invest in a stock actually becomes really, really simple. Let's start off with when is the best time to buy a stock if you're a long-term investor, because this one is actually the easiest. This is way easier than a day trader. Because if you're a long-term investor, you have to ask yourself two questions. Do you like the company and do you use it? And the second question is, do you think the company will be around in 50 years? And if your answer to both of those questions is yes, it's probably a good investment. And I know this sounds simple, but think about it. If you use the company and you think it's good, there's probably thousands, tens of thousands of other people who agree with you and think the very same thing. And also, if you think the company is going to be around for 50 years or more, it's going to have a lot of potential for growth and it's going to be really, really stable in that time period. Because if you think a company is going to be around for 50 years, that's a long time. So if it's going to be around for 50 years, they got to be doing something right. And it will be a good investment. People overthink investing in stocks, especially if they're long-term investors. They think, oh, in order to make a lot of money, I gotta make a sneaky move. I gotta be better than everyone else. I gotta be very, very specific and do something different. But no, you don't have to do that. Think about it. Warren Buffett, he's worth $89 billion. And he makes investments with these same very two questions. He makes it simple. He's not like, oh, I gotta beat everyone. How am I gonna do this? How am I gonna beat everyone else? He's like, no, do I understand this company? Do I like it? Do I use it? If yes, okay, that's good. Is the company going to be around for 50 years? And the answer to that is yes. And he's like, okay, I'll invest in it. But everyone else is like, I gotta think. I gotta do something different. But no, you don't have to think so much and figure out what the best way is to invest in a stock and overthink it. Like, what's the PE ratio? What's the earnings per share? What's like the RSI for that stock at that specific time? You don't have to think about any of that. You just think, is it a good company? Do you use it? And will it be around for the next 50 years? And if the answer to that is yes, invest in it. If you want to day trade, then the answer to when is the best time to buy a stock from long-term trading gets thrown out the window. It's completely different for day trading because day trading is really, really risky. Even if you're an expert, even if you make money, you're still going to lose money 30 to 40% of the time. And the only way to actually have a chance of being successful day trading is by using technical analysis and statistics to identify patterns in the stock chart. And so essentially, you can't use any emotion. You gotta look at the charts. So if you're a robot, you'll be good. Just don't use any emotions, be a robot, you'll make money. But it's just not possible. So it's gonna be really, really hard to be a good day trader. And it's gonna take years and years and years to learn the specific patterns to look for, how to use statistics. There's hundreds and dozens of patterns that you have to look for and hundreds of metrics that you have to know what they mean. And even if you know what they mean, you're still not going to make money 30 to 40% of the time. So this is a much riskier way to invest your money. But if you're good with numbers, you're good at identifying patterns, you're good with identifying metrics on the charts, then you could do day trading and people are successful. But the answer to when to buy the stock, when is the best time, for day trading, it could be matter of seconds. It could be at this very second, it's a great time to buy it because it hit, a double top, and it will be down to the second. You have to really be watching. With long-term investing, the answer is completely different. So if you want to day trade and you want to see a significant return fairly quickly, I wouldn't recommend to day trade right away, because you're going to lose money if you don't know how to analyze the charts, recognizing patterns, using the metrics. You're going to lose money if you don't know how to do that, because even the people who are experts still lose money. So how do you expect to make money jumping right into day trading without any experience, without ever identifying patterns, with no prior knowledge? So no matter if you're a long-term trader, a short-term trader, a day trader, no matter what type of investor you are, identifying the best place to buy a stock is like impossible. Like, you just can't do it. It's like finding a needle in a haystack. It's not possible. Like, maybe you will, but think about it. For a day trader, you're rarely gonna buy it at the very lowest price possible and sell it at the very highest price possible. You'll probably get like somewhere in between that zone of the lowest and the highest, but rarely are you gonna get it at the very bottom and sell it at the very top. It's just not really possible. And with long-term investments, if you just think, is the company good? Am I gonna use it? Is it gonna be around in 50 years? You just buy the stock because you're not worried about the short-term fluctuations. You're worried about, in the long run, is this a good investment? If the company's gonna be around and you like it and you use it, it's probably a good investment because thousands of other people probably think the same way as you. While the whole goal of investing is to make money, the people who really focus and worry and stress about when's the best time to make an investment, especially for long-term investors, they're not even investing in good companies, because if you're worried about, is this a good time, it's probably not a good company. And with day traders, you just have to rely on the charts. You have to be a robot. You can't think about anything. Don't put any emotion into it, because if you put emotion into your investing when you're a day trader, if the stock price starts to go up, you'll be like, oh yes, buy more. And you'll buy too much. And then when it starts to go down, you'll get worried, you'll sell everything off, and that's how you lose money. You just have to follow the charts, follow the patterns for day trading. And if you follow them with no emotion, you try and cut out as much emotion as possible, then you might succeed. But if you're worried in general about when is the best time to buy it, you're probably not making a good decision, a good investment. Because in reality, you either stick to the charts and okay, when it hits this point on the chart, it's a good investment. And I should sell it when it hits here. No emotion. And with long-term investments, if you like the company, it's a good investment because you like the company, it's going to be around forever. So decide not when is the best time to buy a stock or when is the best time to make the investment. Think about, is this a good company, or is this where I should be buying it based on the charts? Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't done so already, please hit the like button down below and subscribe to my channel for new videos. I post a minimum of 3 times a week on this channel. Also, a quick reminder for all of you investors out there, if you want to get started and you don't have any investment accounts, or if you want to open a new brokerage account, you can download Robinhood and get 1 free stock using the link below. You can download Webull and get 2 free stocks. Yeah, I said 2 whole free stocks using the link down below. And if you want to not worry about investing at all and simply save money automatically, download Acorns Investing and get $5 using the link below. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. As always, until next time.